Yeah. So let us first have a quick discussion on the concepts that we have covered in the lectures, right? And then if you have any doubts, either from the lecture or from the booklet, you can ask me, right? And then after this, we will move on to capacitors and current electricity. ये दो topics जो है current electricity का that is left. So we'll move on to that in the next week. I'll share the whiteboard. Also for the JEE mains exam, the dates, the class 12 वाले students का board exams है, that should be your main attempt, okay? And that will be, I think, what in the month of May, maybe, right? uh, when
Yes.
when they have their board exams absolutely very close, तो उस समय जो 12 पास स्टूडेंट्स है they will clearly get an advantage. So ऐसा नहीं है कि you should not give these attempts February March April ये सब attempts, but yes, जब board exams जो 12 वाला लोग का flash करेगा, that is the best time for you guys, which is obvious, right? So ensure that by that time you are very well prepared. Even if in the Feb month attempt you are not very well prepared, it is fine. You know, you must be very well prepared by the month of April or maybe May, of course. Right. Okay. So last class in electrostatics we had discussed about the idea of calculation of electric field due to finite line charge. We calculated electric field due to a arc, and then we try to compare them as well. Right. Let's move forward.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So the terms that we know is electrostatic force, which is K capital Q small q by r square. We know electric field intensity, which is given as force per unit charge, which is kq by r square. We know electrostatic potential energy between two charges, which is again K capital Q small q by r square. And we know the electric potential, which is energy per unit charge, or I can say that the work done by the external force to bring the charge from infinity, right, per unit charge, that is kq by r. So these two terms talk about the field, okay? E and V talks about the field, and F and U is between two charges. Please remember this point. F and U is
Sir,
between two
use
charges.
KQQ by R.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. K capital Q small q by R. Uh, so force and electrostatic potential energy is generally between a set of charges. And E and V that we write, E and V that we write is for the field around the charge. Okay, field produced around the charge. Field produced around a charge, right? So please remember these points. Now, if we talk about a charged particle, if we talk about a charged particle, what is the formula for electric field and electric field intensity and electric potential? Suppose if I assume a charged particle Q, then at a point P, r distance away, what is the formula for electric field? Electric field is kq by r
KQ
square
by
r
R.
cap. Okay, electric field at that point P can be written as kq by r square r cap. What is the electric potential? Kq by r. So that is exactly the same as the equations that we have already written here. Electric potential is kq by r and electric field is kq by r square. See if you're clear with this. A point P
Yes, sir.
close to the charged particle. This is the electric field and this is the electric field intensity and this is the electric potential. एक वेक्टर क्वांटिटी है, दूसरा स्केलर क्वांटिटी है. यूनिट क्या होता है? इसका यूनिट इज न्यूटन्स पर कूलम्स या फिर वोल्ट्स पर मीटर,
Volts per
और
meter.
दूसरे वाले का यूनिट इज जूल्स पर कूलम
Joules.
या फिर वोल्ट्स. प्लीज रिमेंबर. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
this is for a charged particle. The next thing is if you have a charged shell, okay, charged spherical shell, then what you can say about the electric field and the electric potential? यहाँ पर charge will only reside on the surface. The charge will only reside on the outer surface. So if I assume that this surface, this sphere or this shell is of radius r and it has a charge q on it, then what can you say about the potential and electric field inside and outside? inside and outside
Sir,
points?
potential inside
Yes.
is KQ by capital R.
KQ by capital R.
Potential
Okay, please remember
inside.
this point. It is a very important thing to remember. Potential at a point P inside is KQ by R, and electric field at that point inside is zero. Electric field at point P is zero. Why? Because we assume we say that there is no charge which is enclosed. Okay, all the charge is on the outer surface, so the electric field at the point P due to the entire charge will cancel off. Okay, electric field due to the entire charge will just cancel off. द आइडिया इज कि कोई भी पॉइंट अगर मैं लेता हूँ पी, कोई भी डिस्टेंस पे, कोई ज़रूरी नहीं है कि कोई भी डिस्टेंस पे ले सकते हैं, राइट? वी कैन से दैट द इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ड्यू टू द अपर पार्ट ऑफ द चार्ज, ऊपर वाला जो चार्ज है उसका इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड होगा नीचे की तरफ, और इसके और नीचे में जो चार्ज है उसका इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड होगा ऊपर की तरफ, और दोनों एक दूसरे को कैंसिल कर देंगे. नाउ यू माइट से कि सर यहाँ पर तो चार्ज ज़्यादा है और ब्लू वाला चार्ज कम है, तो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड एक दूसरे को कैंसिल कैसे करेगा? द आंसर इज सिंपल. Distance is also there, right? The smaller blue charge is closer to the point P, and the greater amount of red charge is farther away from the point P. As a result, the fields just cancel off each other. See if you're clear on this. तो resultant
Yes,
electric
sir.
field point P पे zero होता है. What is the electric potential at the point P? The electric potential at the point P is just the potential at same as the potential at the surface, which is KQ by capital. Okay, this is the electric potential, this is the electric field. Go through it, please. This is for a charged spherical shell. This is for a charged particle. This is for a charged spherical shell. The next thing is at a point outside. If you are at a point outside the spherical shell, what will be the electric field and the electric potential?
Sir, for outside, sir, electric field is KQ by R square.
If you are at an
Where R is the
outside
distance
point,
from
then I can just say कि ये पूरा charge को मैं center पे concentrate कर सकता हूँ. So if you are at a point P outside, then the electric field is simply the field due to a charged particle. Then it becomes the case just like a charged particle. Okay, electric field at this point P dashed, or the potential at that point P dashed, is similar to the charged particle. Why? Because I can say that the entire charge is concentrated at the center now. तो जैसा चार्ज पार्टिकल का फॉर्मूला था वही फॉर्मूला आ जाएगा यहाँ पर भी. क्या फॉर्मूला है? इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड एट पी इज के क्यू बाई आर, where r is this distance now. Okay, r is this distance. Yeah, r dash लिख लो so that you don't have confusion. It's r dash, and the electric potential will be given as kq by r, kq by r dash. Please go through it. This is the formula for electric field and electric potential inside and outside a charged shell. Okay. अब अगर एक कंडक्टिंग स्फीयर हुआ, सॉलिड कंडक्टिंग स्फीयर, तो क्या होगा वैल्यूज? सॉलिड कंडक्टिंग स्फीयर हुआ, चार्ज स्फेरिकल शेल. ये तो हॉलो है, शेल मतलब इट इज हॉलो इनसाइड. बट इफ आई अज्यूम दैट इट इज अ सॉलिड स्फीयर, देन व्हाट? If it is a
sir,
solid sphere, then what?
so electric field inside will be rho R by 3
No, no,
epsilon
no, no,
naught.
no, 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 no. Think a bit. If it is a solid sphere, charged conducting sphere, okay? A solid conducting sphere. अगर कंडक्टर है तो चार्ज अभी भी बाहर ही रहेगा. नॉन कंडक्टर होते हैं तब फिर वॉल्यूम में चार्ज रख सकते हैं. Okay, solid conducting sphere is same as a spherical shell. The results will be exactly the same. Okay, same as spherical shell. अंदर में इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड जीरो होगा, कंडक्टर के अंदर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड थोड़ी हो सकता है. नॉन कंडक्टर होगा, देन यू कैन हैव इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, नॉट अदरवाइज. Please remember, charged particle, charged spherical shell, and a solid conducting sphere will be same. Okay, solid conducting sphere and charged spherical shell will be same. If it is a non-conducting sphere, then you have electric field inside, potential inside, as well as outside. Okay, so that is the next equation. If you have a non-conducting sphere, uniformly charged non-conducting sphere, uniformly charged non-conducting sphere, then what are the equations? Let's discuss that as well. Suppose this is the sphere, it is non-conducting, so यहाँ पर throughout you have charge, throughout the sphere, and we are interested in electric field and electric potential at a point inside and a point outside. बोलो क्या है equations? At a point
Sir, for inside,
inside, yes, tell me please.
sir, rho R by 3 epsilon naught.
At a point inside, Electric field can be written as rho r by 3 epsilon naught, or it can also be written as what?
KQ by R cube into R.
Yes, kq small r by r cube. Very good. Kq small r by r cube, where q is the total charge, r is the radius, rho is the density. ठीक है, रो और क्यू के बीच में रिलेशन समझ में आ ही रहा है. रो इज व्हाट? रो इज फोर चार्ज बाय वॉल्यूम, सो क्यू बाय 4/3 by r cube. Okay, so that's the electric field inside. What is the formula for potential inside?
So KQ by R into 3 by 2 minus R square by 2 R
Yes,
square.
very good. 3 by 2 minus r square by 2 square. 2r square is the formula for electric potential inside. These are the formulas for inside points. Outside point पे क्या होगा?
Sir, same as charge spherical
Same as
shell.
a charge particle. Same as a charge particle. आउटसाइड पॉइंट पे तुम चाहे बाहर, तुम शेल के बाहर खड़े हो या सॉलिड कंडक्टिंग स्फीयर के बाहर खड़े हो या नॉन सॉलिड नॉन कंडक्टिंग स्फीयर के बाहर खड़े हो, सेम इक्वेशन से. ओके, एट अ पॉइंट आउटसाइड the electric field and the electric potential will be same as the charge particle. Why? Because you can consider the entire charge at the center. Okay, same as the charge particle. Same as the charge particle. Are we clear with these points?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please remember the set of formulas. Please remember these set of formulas. Charged particle, charged spherical shell, conducting sphere same as spherical shell, and non-conducting sphere. Uniformly charged non-conducting sphere. Okay. इसके साथ और एक another formula which you would want to remember is the energy or the work done to build this charge system, build this system of charge. कितना होगा? Charge
K,
spherical shell का. Yes,
sir, KQ square by 2R.
we call it as the self energy of the sphere. Self energy मतलब the work done to build this system of charge. Okay, self energy of the sphere. Self energy is basically the work done to build this charge system. Okay, work done to build the system of charge. And this is for a spherical shell. What is it? For a spherical shell, it is kq square by 2r. Okay, please remember kq square by 2r. I can also write it as q square by 8 pi epsilon naught. What is the energy of a charged particle? Self energy of a charged particle?
Sir, 0.
Zero. It is not defined. Yes. चार्ज पार्टिकल को बनाने में कोई एनर्जी नहीं लगा. ओके, प्लीज रिमेंबर इट इन दिस वे कि चार्ज पार्टिकल को बनाने में नहीं, एक कोई भी एक बॉडी को चार्ज करने में एनर्जी लगता है. ओके, एक बॉडी को चार्ज करने में क्या एनर्जी लगा? दैट इज सेल्फ एनर्जी. तो यहाँ पर देयर इज नो मीनिंग ऑफ यू. और फॉर अ चार्ज नॉन कंडक्टिंग स्फीयर इसका एनर्जी भी सेम ही होगा. इसका एनर्जी विल बी सेम एज द शेल kq square by 2r. Okay, the self energy will be same as the charged spherical shell. What about a non-conducting sphere?
3q square by 20
20 pi epsilon naught r.
pi
Yes,
Epsilon
good.
naught R.
So I can write it as 3kq square by 5r. 3kq square by 5r या फिर 3q square by 20 pi epsilon naught r. Please remember the expressions. ये सब formulas याद रखना होगा. Okay. Are we clear with these formulas?
Yes, sir.
So 5R है.
हाँ, 5r. 3kq square by 5r या फिर 3q square by 20 pi. मतलब q k की जगह 1/4 pi epsilon naught डाल दो तो 5 into 4 20 हो गया. Can we move forward?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now if I try to mix these things up, तीन चीजें की है essentially. क्या तीन चीजें की है? एक चार्ज पार्टिकल, एक स्फेरिकल शेल और एक नॉन कंडक्टिंग स्फीयर. ये तीन चीजें की है. राइट, इसको अगर मिक्स करना हो तो कैसा क्वेश्चन बना सकते हैं ये समझो. Assume that there is a a conductor, a solid conductor of radius r, and there's a charge plus q, which is at a distance d from the center. Right. Now I select a point P inside this conductor, which is at a distance r by 2 maybe. ऐसा. At this point P, if I ask you what is the resultant electric field at point P, what is the electric field at the point P due to the induced charges. What is the resultant potential at the point P? Net potential at the point P. Resultant की जगह total लिखना चाहिए because it is a scalar quantity. Total potential at point P, and you have to find out what is the potential at the point P due to the induced charge. I hope I'm clear with the question. It is a conducting sphere, okay, without any charge, uncharged conducting sphere. बोलो.
Sir, total potential for P is KQ by D.
KQ by D.
Yes, sir. Or sir, and due to induced charges is, sir, KQ into 1 by R by 2 minus 1 by R.
Potential due to the induced charges.
Yes, sir.
Think of it. पोटेंशियल नेट पोटेंशियल क्या है और पोटेंशियल ड्यू टू द इंड्यूस्ड चार्जेस क्या है, दोनों बताएं. नेट पोटेंशियल एट P एंड पोटेंशियल ड्यू टू द इंड्यूस्ड चार्जेस एंड आल्सो द इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड. अच्छा, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का पहले बात कर लेते हैं. इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड क्या होगा बताओ. कंडक्टर है, कंडक्टर के अंदर क्या होता है नेट इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड?
Zero.
जीरो होना चाहिए. तो ये वाला आंसर तो जीरो ही है. ओके, इनसाइड अ कंडक्टर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज जीरो. Resultant electric field has to be zero. चाहे जो भी हो जाए, resultant electric field inside a conductor has. Why? Because inside a conductor you cannot have what? No electric field lines. And so the resultant electric field at P has to be zero. Now at P the resultant electric field can be said to be a vector sum of what? Electric field due to the charge Q plus electric field due to the induced charge.
Induced charges.
And इसका vector sum will be zero. Now what is the electric field? अब यहाँ पे क्या charge induce होगा, ये समझ लो positive है तो this will induce some negative charge on this surface and some positive charge on the other surface. Okay. See if you are clear with this. It's a solid sphere.
Yes,
Solid sphere है. Hollow sphere होता तो भी similar results याद. Even if it was a hollow sphere, you would have got you would have gotten the same results. तो electric field due to capital Q charge यहाँ पे किधर होगा? Positive charge है तो the electric field due to the capital Q charge will be away from the positive charge. ठीक है ना, ये 90 degrees पे. तो I can say that the electric field is in this direction due to the plus Q charge. तो अब induced charges के कारण electric field किधर होना चाहिए?
Opposite to the.
Only then the net
Okay.
field will cancel off. So the electric field due to induced charge is this one. तो बस आ गया आंसर. Electric field due to Q can be written as KQ divided by the distance का square. Distance क्या है? D square plus R by 2 square. Yes or no? KQ by R
Yes,
square
sir.
लिखे. R is what? R is D square plus R by 2 का square. D square plus R by 2 का square is this distance. See if you are able to understand this. I am writing down this expression for small r. Small r का expression लिखने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. देखो समझ में आ रहा है या नहीं.
Yes, sir.
Let me just this length is D. ये length small r अपन लिखने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. What is the small r? Small r square is D square plus R by 2 square. Okay. So the electric field at the point Q, at the point P due to the charge Q is this much and the direction is as such. So electric field due to the induced charge will be opposite of that. Okay. KQ divided by just R square लिख दो या फिर D square plus R square जो भी लिखना है इसको. KQ by R square in the opposite direction. See if you're clear with this. पहला दो question.
Yes, sir.
Now potential at point P you have to find it. What is the total potential at point P? P पे जो potential होगा वही potential center पे होगा.
Yes, sir. KQ by D.
Conductor है. Okay. Potential at P is equal to the potential at the center is equal to the potential at the surface. For a conductor, all the points are equipotential. For a conductor, all points are of same potential. All points are equipotential. And so I can write this as KQ by what?
Sir, D.
dy d. Distance तो यहाँ पे d है नहीं, r है.
Sir, because it will be same as the potential at center.
तो इंड्यूस चार्जेस का कोई इफेक्ट नहीं आएगा.
सर इक्वल एंड ऑपोजिट इंड्यूस चार्जेस होगा सर, कैंसिल कर जाएगा.
p पे तो the distances are different. Potential at center पे we can say that equal opposite charges है and all the charges are at distance r. Potential at the center पहले calculate करते हैं. It will be the potential due to the charge q plus potential due to the induced charges. Now the potential due to the induced charges will be what? अगर यहाँ पर minus q dash induce हुआ और इधर पे plus q dash induce हुआ, okay, then the net potential due to the induced charges at the center will be 0. This will be k minus q dash by r plus k plus q dash by r. This will add up to 0. And so the potential at the center is just due to the capital Q charge. And so the potential due to the capital Q charge will be how much? Potential due to the capital Q charge at the center. Center पे calculate कर रहे हैं. That will be k capital Q by d.
D.
So point P also will have the same potential. Okay, k capital Q by d. Now potential at P again will be the sum of both these terms. What can you write on potential at P as? Potential at P can be written as potential due to the plus Q charge. Due to plus Q plus what?
Potential due to induced charge.
Plus potential at P due to the induced charges. Due to induced charges P पे 0, center पे 0 है potential. यहाँ पर क्या है? यहाँ पर भी 0 है क्या?
Yes.
Think of it.
No sir.
Potential at P due to the charge Q is what? KQ by small r now. This term is KQ by small r. This term is KQ by small r. And so the potential due to the induced charges will be non-zero. The potential due to the induced charges will be non-zero at P. देखो समझ में आ रहा है या नहीं? How much will be the potential at P? Potential at P, that is the fourth question, right? Potential at P due to the induced charges.
KQ into 1 by D minus 1 by
Yes,
R.
KQ by D minus KQ by R. Important question. Okay. See if you are clear on this. देखो समझ में आया या नहीं? कोई डाउट है तो पूछो. Yes or no?
Yes sir.
Okay. Let's move forward. Let's take another question. Let us assume that there are two concentric shells. The radius is R1, this radius is R2, and I have given charges Q1 and Q2 on the two spheres. Okay. You have to find me out the potential at 3 points, A, B, and C. Electric field and potential at points A, B, and C. And you have to find out the self energy, the total, the potential energy of the system. The total potential energy of the system. या फिर the total work done to build the system. The distances are small a, small b, small c. I hope you understand that, right? The points are capital A, capital B, capital C. The distances are small a, small b, small c. These are the 3 points at which I need to find out the electric field and electric potential first, and then I have to find out the total potential energy of the system. या फिर I can say ask you the total work done to build the given configuration. To build this charge configuration. Write out please. Simple question. Give you the answer without so that we can move forward.
Sir, electric field at A will be 0. Potential,
ठीक है. फिर
sir, potential at A will be, sir, KQ1 by R1 plus KQ2 by R2.
go next.
Sir, electric field at B will be, sir, KQ1 by B square. And sir, potential at B will be, sir, KQ1 by B plus KQ2 by R2.
ठीक है, very good. Tell me the energy, cell total energy. Total energy वाला term.
Sir, KQ1 square by 2R1 plus KQ2 square by 2R2.
थोड़ा सा सोचो. थोड़ा सा और सोचो. Think about it, please. Yes, others, please answer.
Sir, plus mutual interaction.
Yes,
potential.
very good. How much will that be? How much will that be?
नहीं पता.
हाँ, थोड़ा सा सोचो तो यार. नहीं पता तो थोड़ा सा सोचो तो पता चल जाएगा. दिमाग लगाओ थोड़ा. Others, please answer.
KQ
Please think. Yes,
KQ
yes.
cube by R.
K.
On Q2 by R.
R कौन सा R?
B2.
B2.
Sorry,
B2 क्या?
cyber load.
Oh sorry, मैं ये हटा दिया क्या? Just a moment. Just a moment. I was actually searching the electrostatics booklet also. So, just give me a moment. It's okay. Sorry, sorry for the. I'll just upload share the whiteboard again. Yeah. Please tell the answer. Self energy of the system, total energy of the system.
So, plus K Q1 Q2 by capital B.
यार B कहाँ से आ गया? B तो स्पेसिफिक पॉइंट्स पे मैं इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड और पोटेंशियल निकाल रहा हूँ. A, B, C आर द स्पेसिफिक पॉइंट्स जहाँ पर इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड और पोटेंशियल निकाल रहे हैं. Now please realize the first thing, the charge configuration will be what? Inside there will be no charge, zero. इस surface पे charge Q1 आएगा. Facing surfaces must have equal opposite charge, so there will be minus Q1, and on the outermost surface the charge will be Q1 plus Q2. देखो पहले ये चीज समझ में आए. ठीक है ना? तो electric field at any point P is given by what formula? Resultant electric field at any point P is simply given by the formula K into summation of Q in by R square. And the resultant potential at any point P, for such concentric shells. दो है यहाँ पे, दो की जगह 3 4 भी डाल सकते हैं. तो what is the general formula for total potential? K
Sir,
summation of Qi by Ri.
yes,
Okay.
sir.
For which points? For all those shells which are inside. Okay. For the shells which are inside the point. For the inside shells. And for the outside shells. Sorry. This will be R. K summation of Qi by R for the inside shells. And for the outside shell, what will be the expression?
Summation Q out by Ri.
Summation of Qi by Ri for the outside shells. This is the expression. Please go through inside shells and the outside shells. ये रिजल्टेंट फॉर्मूला है, रिजल्टेंट इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड और टोटल पोटेंशियल का फॉर्मूला है फॉर ऑल सच प्रॉब्लम्स, राइट. तो यहाँ पर अगर लिखते हैं एट ए फर्स्ट देयर इज नो चार्ज एनक्लोज्ड, सो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड एट ए 0. Electric potential at A will be what? Both the shells are what? Both the shells are outside. So for outside shells, what is the equation? K is summation of Qi by Ri. So Q1 is at distance R1, Q2 is at distance R2. देखो समझ में आ रहा है या नहीं? क्या होगा इक्वेशन पोटेंशियल एट ए का?
So
K
KQ1
by R1 plus what about
plus
this
KQ.
minus Q1 charge?
So it will cancel off with the induced charge and
Yes.
the others opposite.
जो बाहर वाला
opposite
सरफेस का टर्म्स में कैंसिल होगा. अगर लिखना है मेरे को, मैं ऐसा लिख सकता हूँ K minus Q1 by R2 plus K of Q1 plus Q2 by
by
R2,
R2.
है ना? But effectively we are just left with K Q2 by R2. So the potential is K Q1 by R1 plus K Q2 by R2. Okay. So this is the electric field and potential at A. At B now, what will be the electric field and potential? At B, the electric field and potential, I can say electric field at B will be due to the charge inside, which is K Q1 by what? Distance क्या होगा? Electric field at B
By
B
small
square.
b,
by B square. Okay.
b square.
And the potential at B can be written as K Q1 by B plus K Q2
B.
by R2. Okay. Capital R2 that is. And similarly at C, what can I say at C? All the shells are inside, and so the total charge inside is Q1 plus Q2. So the electric field at C is K Q1
KQ1
plus
Q2 by C square.
by C square, and the potential is
KQ1 Q2 by C.
K Q1 plus Q2 by C. Why? Because both the shells are inside, so दोनों charges इधर पे आ जाएगा. K Q1 plus Q2 by C. Simple. Now self energy of the system में the total energy of the system में you will have to write down the self energy of A, self energy of B plus the work done to bring A and B in this configuration. Okay, so the total potential energy will be self energy of the sphere 1 plus the self energy of the sphere 2 plus the mutual potential energy between the two spheres. So I can write this as K Q1 square by 2R1. I can write down this next term as K Q2 square
KQ2 square
by
by
2R2,
2R2.
and the next term will be what? अब Q2 के लिए प्लीज रियलाइज करो, चार्ज Q1 यहाँ पर मैं अक्यूमुलेट कर दिया, ठीक है. अब मैं Q2 को लेके आ रहा हूँ और यहाँ पर प्लेस कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है, इन स्मॉल DQ चार्जेस फॉर्म, राइट. So I can say that this entire charge Q1 can be assumed to be located at the center. And what is the distance at which I am placing the charge from the center? I am placing the charge
R2.
at R2 distance from the center. Yes. And so this will be K Q1 Q2
Q2 by R2.
if you're clear with this. Go through it, please.
Yes.
Go through it. If you have doubts, please ask. It's an important portion that we've covered. Important part of you. So if you doubt it, please put it. Okay. इस तरह से कोई भी
Yes, sir.
सिस्टम का पोटेंशियल एनर्जी या टोटल वर्क डन टू बिल्ड द सिस्टम निकाला जा सकता है. तो म्यूचुअल पोटेंशियल एनर्जी वाला टर्म इज इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके, लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड. Now if I give you a question let's assume that there's a charged sphere, uniformly charged sphere, and it has a tunnel up to the center plus q sphere है, and I release a charged particle minus q at the center. Okay, you have to find me out what will be the speed with which it strikes the center and what is the time. टाइम जीरो पे मैं पार्टिकल को रिलीज किया यहाँ पे, मास उसका m था, चार्ज माइनस q है. At what time will it strike the center of the tunnel, center of the sphere, right? The end of the tunnel, so to say. क्या स्पीड से स्ट्राइक करेगा and at what time? Find the time and the speed with which it strikes the center. End of the tunnel. पहले बताओ, are you clear with the question?
यस सर. सर स्पीड के लिए सर एनर्जी कंजर्वेशन.
ठीक है, टाइम
सर
बताओ बताओ. स्पीड के लिए क्या करेंगे, टाइम के लिए क्या करेंगे? स्पीड के लिए एक तरीका तो एनर्जी कंजर्वेशन है, और कोई तरीका?
सर टाइम के लिए नहीं पता.
टाइम के लिए नहीं पता. स्पीड के लिए कोई और तरीका पता है?
नो सर.
Anyone else? All these tunnel related problems, चाहे वो ग्रेविटेशन में हो, चाहे वो यहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स में हो, you must remember that ये जो टनल में मोशन होता है वो क्या मोशन होता है? The motion in a tunnel is a what motion?
सर रिटार्डेड.
नहीं,
सर एक्सेलरेशन इज डिक्रीजिंग.
acceleration is decreasing, तो रिटार्डेड हो गया. एक्सेलरेटर के ऊपर प्रेशर धीरे धीरे कम दे रहे तो मतलब गाड़ी स्लो डाउन थोड़ी करेगा दोस्त.
SHM.
Sorry.
Harmonic motion.
Yes, it is simple harmonic motion. Yes, very good. It is a SHM. All these problems where there's a tunnel dug through and there's a particle released, these motions are a SHM, right? So if I am able to find out the time period of the SHM somehow, then I can get to the answer very fast. Why? Because SHM अगर हो रहा है तो मीन पोजीशन, ये मीन पोजीशन है तो मीन पोजीशन पे वेलोसिटी a ओमेगा होगा. Velocity a omega होगा simply, where a will be what? A will be the radius of this radius of the sphere.
Radius.
समझ में आ रहा है? तो टाइम पीरियड निकालने का तो बहुत ही आसान तरीका है. At a distance x, if I say the gravity, or why the gravity, the electric field can be found out. What is the electric field? Rho x by 3 epsilon naught.
यस सर.
Right? या फिर I can write it as k capital Q x
R cube.
by
k
r
capital
cube.
Q r cube by small yeah. So this one, right? So I can say that the force will be what? Q into E. So I get it as k capital Q small q x by r cube. So I have proved that the force is proportional to x. And so this will serve as what?
ओमेगा स्क्वायर.
The spring constant, the
A.
equivalent SHM constant. And the time period can be written as 2 pi root m by k cube. कभी भी f equals to f proportional to x आ गया, the proportionality constant is nothing but the equivalent SHM constant, right? उसको spring constant बोल दो, SHM constant बोल दो, जो भी. What we do next? You can directly write down the answer as 2 pi root m by k. Why? Because anyways what we do is force को m into a लिखते हैं, फिर a को omega square x का फॉर्म में लेके आते हैं. That is a roundabout way. Directly I can say Whenever I see force proportional to x, the proportionality constant, I'll name it as KEQ, and time period I'll write it as 2 pi root m by KEQ bracket. So I get the time period of SCM, या ओमेगा निकालना है तो ओमेगा आ जाएगा रूट ओवर ऑफ KEQ by m. See if you're clear with this.
Yes, sir.
तो KEQ by m करने से क्या एक्सप्रेशन आ रहा है, इस ओमेगा का वैल्यू क्या आ रहा है, what are you getting omega as, please calculate.
Sir, KQQ by MR cube.
KEQ by m करेंगे तो KQQ by MR क्यूब. हाँ ठीक है. Okay. So what will be the velocity?
Sir, omega R.
Omega R.
बस हो गया. And what will be the time?
T by
Sir,
4.
2 pi.
बस हो गया.
Yes,
है
sir.
ना, समझ में आ रहा है. टाइम पीरियड t निकल जाएगा 2 pi by omega से. So I can say that the maximum velocity is given as a omega, and the time to travel 1/4 of the journey is t by 4. हो गया दोनों.
सर ये रिंग में भी SHM जैसा ही फॉर्मूला है.
क्या चीज में? रिंग में SCM जैसा फॉर्मूला है, पर ओनली इफ द डिस्टेंस इज स्मॉल. रिंग में SCM वाला जो फॉर्मूला है वो तभी लगा सकते हैं जब ये डिस्टेंस x स्मॉल है एज कम्पेयर टू रेडियस. यहाँ पे कोई मतलब नहीं है मेरे को x मे बी वेरी स्मॉल एज कम्पेयर टू r, x मे बी इक्वल टू r, तो भी इट विल बी SCM. x इक्वल टू r तक SCM वाला इक्वेशन है. ओके, इन केस ऑफ रिंग ओनली इफ x इज वेरी वेरी लेस देन r, इट इज a SCM. उसमें क्या इक्वेशन होता है, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का होता है इक्वेशन KQX by r square x squared per 3/2 है ना.
Yes, sir.
And then we approximate it as KQ by r cube into x. तभी सेम एक्सप्रेशन बन गया.
Okay, sir.
Right, so please remember this. What is the other way to solve this question for velocity? For velocity I can use energy method. I can say that the total energy initial and the total energy final must be same. So let's do that as well. TEI equals to TA. तो initial kinetic energy 0 है, right? Initial potential energy is how much?
Sir, KQ into minus Q by R.
Yes, K capital Q minus Q, क्योंकि चार्ज को साइन के साथ में डालना है, by R. This is 0. Final kinetic energy is what I am looking for, and the final potential
Half
energy will
mx.
be
Sir,
3 by
3 by 2 KQ by R into
K
plus Q.
capital Q minus Q by R. ठीक है, तो अगर ये दोनों टर्म्स को सब्ट्रैक्ट करेंगे तो आई विल बी लेफ्ट विद K capital Q small q by R by 2R is half mv square. Please realize we are getting similar expression. Okay.
Yes, sir.
We are getting the similar expression K capital Q small q by m, वैसा ही एक्सप्रेशन आ रहा है. है ना?
Yes, sir.
ओके, लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड. ये टनल कोई ज़रूरी नहीं है कि इसे डायमीटर से ही हो, कोई भी अगर एक कॉर्ड से भी हुआ तो सेम ही टाइम पीरियड होगा. एनी कॉर्ड आल्सो विल हैव द सेम टाइम पीरियड, बट वेलोसिटी का मैक्सिमम वैल्यू विल चेंज because a would have changed, the amplitude of oscillation would have changed. It will become r cos theta or something. The time period of oscillation in this tunnel also will be same. The time period is same as the last case. Okay?
Okay.
Let's move forward. Next point. Next thing, if I give you a case where the dipole has to be calculated, right? Dipole का equation अगर calculate करना, dipole का क्या formula होता है पहले ये बताओ. Formula for dipole
2AQ.
QN.
Q into the distance between the charge, right? If you have a minus Q and a plus Q charge, I hope you know these things, right? Minus Q plus Q charge है और दोनों के बीच का separation L है, then the dipole moment is Q into L, and the unit is coulombs into meters, and the direction is what?
Sir, from
Negative to
negative charge to
Negative to
positive.
positive. Okay, please remember this. Okay, this is for your physics dipole moment, right? Chemistry में शायद it is other way around. Okay, for physics it is negative to positive, right? This is the formula for dipole moment. Now, related to dipole, if I ask you a question, let us assume that there are let us assume that there is a charge q spread over an arc, and there is a minus q charge at the center. The radius is r. What is the dipole moment? Please calculate. Hello. Any
Yes,
hope?
sir. QR.
Sorry.
Sir, QR. Sir, dipole moment.
q into r ले मैं खाली वो q into r करने के लिए तुम लोग को इतना टाइम थोड़ी दिया होगा यार, बहुत तो सोचना होगा। डाइपोल मोमेंट इज अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी, तो हर एक एलिमेंट का डाइपोल मोमेंट का डायरेक्शन तो अलग अलग है ना। कोई भी तुम एलिमेंट लोगे तो उसका डाइपोल मोमेंट इज इन दिस डायरेक्शन, कोई दूसरा एलिमेंट लोगे तो उसका डाइपोल मोमेंट इज इन सम अदर डायरेक्शन। So you will have to consider the directions and then go for it. कैसे सॉल्व करोगे बताओ। तो कोई भी अगर मैं एक डाइपोल कोई भी एक एलिमेंट लिया एट एन एंगल थीटा, जिसका एंगल डी, जो एंगल डी थीटा सबटेंड कर रहा है, तो उस पर चार्ज क्या आएगा वो निकल जाएगा,
Sir, lambda r d theta.
लैम्डा इंटू आर डी थीटा। where lambda is the charge per unit length. लैम्डा का वैल्यू क्या है, q डिवाइडेड बाई पाई r बाई 2, क्वार्टर सर्कल है इसलिए, तो यू गेट इट एज 2q बाई पाई r। तो यहाँ पे क्या आएगा, ये जो चार्ज dq आया इसको क्या लिख सकते हैं, लैम्डा को पुट करेंगे तो 2q बाई पाई इंटू डी। देखो यहाँ पे समझ में, दिस इज द चार्ज dq on that differential element, theta पे जो d the angle लिए, so the small dipole moment because of that will be what, dq into the distance is r,
Sir, R.
and the direction is negative to positive. This is the small dipole moment, dp लिख सकते हैं, dp mu is for magnetic dipole moment, this is dp। तो अब इसका अब how will you integrate, अलग अलग डायरेक्शन में तो इंटीग्रेट कैसे करेंगे, डाइपोल मोमेंट
Sir,
तो कैसे इंटीग्रेट करेंगे,
sir,
बताओ।
integration. Sir, 0 to pi by 2.
नहीं नहीं, ऐसे नहीं कर सकते दोस्त, अलग अलग डाइपोल मोमेंट अलग अलग डायरेक्शन में है, when the vectors are in different direction we cannot just integrate it back। First thing is to understand that you will have to have all these vectors in same direction whenever differential vectors have to be integrated, this is a differential vector जिसको integrate कर रहे हैं, you must first ensure that they are all in the same direction, नहीं तो integration allowed ही नहीं। तो कैसे इंटीग्रेट करेंगे, I can say that each dipole moment will have a x component and a y
Yes,
component।
sir, dp cos theta. Sir, integrate करने
Yes,
पर sir,
yes,
dp
तो
sin
p को
theta.
px plus py ऐसा लिखना होगा अपन, right, where px will be integral of dp cos theta and py will be integrals of dp sin theta, this is how you learn। ठीक है, तो यहाँ से सॉल्व करो, देखो क्या आ रहा है, dq का एक्सप्रेशन अपन अपने को पता है, 2q बाई पाई इंटू डी थीटा और r मल्टीप्लाई हो जाएगा, तो विल ऑल कम आउट 2qr बाई पाई इंटीग्रल cos थीटा डी थीटा from 0 to 90, and this will be integral sin theta d theta। क्या आ रहा है पीछे, पीछे करो क्या आ रहा है, cos थीटा का इंटीग्रेशन टू साइन, तो यहाँ पे 1 आ जाएगा, यहाँ पे माइनस cos होगा तो यहाँ पे भी
Sir,
1 आ
2qr
जाएगा।
by pi I cap.
टू क्यू आर बाई पाई आई कैप प्लस जे कैप,
Yes, sir.
तो आई कैन से कि द रिजल्टेंट डाइपोल मोमेंट कैन बी रिटन एज 2 रूट 2 क्यू आर बाई पाई, मैग्नीट्यूड अगर लिखने में तो ऐसा लिख सकते, देखो यहाँ पे समझ में आएगा। Okay. Now another way to go about it is as follows. What we can do is we can say कि ये जो क्वार्टर रिंग है इसका सेंटर ऑफ मास या सेंटर ऑफ चार्ज किधर होगा बता सकते हो? कोई भी अगर एक रिंग होता है या पार्ट ऑफ अ रिंग होता है विच इज सबटेंडिंग एन एंगल थीटा एट द सेंटर, देन इसका सेंटर ऑफ मास कहाँ पे होता है, व्हाट इज द फॉर्मूला, सेंटर ऑफ मास का फॉर्मूला,
2r by pi.
सेमी सर्कुलर रिंग इज 2r by pi, ठीक है याद है, बट दिस इज नॉट अ परफेक्ट सेमी सर्कल, इट इज लेस देन अ सेमी सर्कल। This y is given by the formula 2r sine of theta by 2 whole by theta, isn't it? तो अब अभी अगर ये सेमी सर्कुलर रिंग हुआ होता तो फिर क्या सब्स्टिट्यूट करते थीटा को 90 पाई बाय 2 सब्स्टिट्यूट करते तो साइन 91 हो जाता,
Yes.
ठीक है, और
थीटा पे पाई
this theta would be equals to pi by 2, right? Sin theta by 2,
सर थीटा पाई हो जाता।
theta pi हो जाता है, तो this would be sin 90 plus and the
1
denominator
हो
would have
गया।
been pi, है ना? 2r by pi आ जाता,
हम्म,
देखो समझ में आ रहा है। Semicircular ring का we know that the center of mass is 2r by pi distance from the geometry center. यहाँ पर ये वाला आइडिया यूज करना है, इंस्टेड ऑफ सेंटर ऑफ चार्ज, ये जो चार्ज है प्लस क्यू, क्या अज्यूम कर सकते हैं? I will replace this plus q charge by its charge center. And how far will this be? क्या एंगल सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे थीटा में? यहाँ पे थीटा will be
पाई बाई
90,
2
है ना? This arc is subtending an angle 90 at the center. This arc was subtending an angle 180 at the center. So we took semicircle के लिए, quarter circle के लिए this will become 90. So ये आएगा तुम्हारा sin 45 is 1 by root 2 and this will be pi by 2. So you get it as what?
सर रूट 2 आर बाई पाई बाई 2 सर 2 रूट 2
2
आर
root 2
बाई
r by
पाई
pi.
2√2 r by pi।
आ गया ना आंसर? ये माइनस क्यू चार्ज है और ये प्लस क्यू चार्ज है। प्लस क्यू चार्ज ये क्या कि ये यहाँ पर जो रिंग था उसको उसके सेंटर ऑफ चार्ज से रिप्लेस किया। ये जो रिंग था, we replace that ring by its charge center, which is at what distance? The distance 2 root 2 r by pi. And now I can just use the standard dipole moment for it. The dipole moment can be written as 2 root 2 r into q by pi. Please go to
यस सर
next. If we assume a dipole moment, a short dipole having a dipole moment p, then what is the formula for electric field and electric potential around it at a distance r, making an angle theta? What is the formula?
सर ई रेडियल भी 2 के cos थीटा बाई आर
Potential at that point p is written as kp
केपी cos थीटा बाई आर
cos theta by r square. And the electric field will have two components. One will be along the radial vector and the other will be along the tangential direction, er direction or e theta direction. And the formulas are what? Er and e theta का?
सर
er
2
or e
केपी cos
theta?
थीटा बाई आर स्क्वायर कैप
Er can be written as minus dv by dr, so I'll get it as 2 kp cos theta by r square r cube. And e theta will be what?
सर
kp
केपी
sin
sin
theta
थीटा बाई आर
by r. Please remember the three formulas, they're very, very important. कोई भी इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड प्रोड्यूस्ड अराउंड द डाइपोल का प्रॉब्लम इस तीन इक्वेशन से किया जा सकता है, एनी प्रॉब्लम। और ये जो रिजल्टेंट इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड आएगा ईआर और ई थीटा का, जो रिजल्टेंट इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है वो क्या डायरेक्शन में होगा?
at an angle alpha with ER
ये वाला एंगल अल्फा कैसे निकालते हैं?
sir tan alpha equal to half tan
half tan theta.
यस, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड। इस तरह से अगर याद है चीजें तो यू कैन नॉट फाइंड द पेपर, राइट? बट हर चैप्टर का इस तरह से याद होना चाहिए। If you are able to recall and remember these things so fast, it means that you know the chapter. So the electric field at P, उसका जो रिजल्टेंट है ये वाला एंगल अल्फा कैन बी रिटन एज tan alpha equals to what? ER by E theta. Tan alpha can be written as ER by E theta. तो इसको सॉल्व आउट करने से, sorry, E theta by ER, the other way around,
Yes, sir. E theta.
perpendicular by base, right? E theta by ER, and so you get this half tan. ये चार चीज याद रखना है इस पूरा सेटअप, there's no other thing to do. अब इससे रिलेटेड क्या याद रख सकते हो? इफ इट इज अ पॉइंट ऑन द यू नो एक्चुअल पॉइंट, तो क्या होगा इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड? एक्चुअल पॉइंट पे अगर है तो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड कितना होगा? I'll just
2
substitute
kb
theta
by
as
r
what?
cube.
Theta को क्या substitute करेंगे बस? Theta को 0 substitute करेंगे तो the electric field E theta will be 0. There'll just be ER. ER will be 2 kp by r cube. And E theta will be 0. Now if I substitute theta as 90, I reach at which point? Perpendicular
End on
bisector.
position.
This is broadside on position, right?
Broadside
End
on
on
Broadside.
position.
This is end on. This is also known as axial position. Right? This is broadside on position. Also known as equatorial position. Do not be confused with the name. इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड यहाँ पर क्या सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे ER और E थीटा में थीटा को 90 पुट करेंगे तो ER will become 0 and E theta will
0
become kp by r cube
kp by r cube.
leftwards. Okay, E theta will be kp by r. Please go through it. And if I substitute theta as 180 degrees, then the electric field there will be what?
So E radius will be minus 2 kb by r.
Minus 2 kb by r cube. Minus मतलब opposite to the radial direction. Radial direction ये होता है तो opposite to the radial direction. Electric field will be kp 2 kp by r. See if you are clear with these.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now if I give you a question, x-axis, y-axis, minus q plus q, the distance is a, minus q plus q, minus q plus q ले सकते हैं डबल भी कर सकते हैं जो भी distance is a, same ही dipole मान लिया. I could have assumed different dipole also, right? मैंने चार्ज को q की जगह 2q ले सकता था, but at a point P you have to find out the potential. You have to find out the potential at that point P, and minus q थोड़ा simple हो गया. Minus q plus q थोड़ा सा difficult करते हैं. Let us assume this is minus q, this is plus q. Yeah, so we need to find out the electric potential at that point. Do the two dipoles. Net potential. Hello.
Yes, sir. So potential will be, sir, kb by r cube cos 30 degree plus cos 60 degree plus cos 150 degree.
ठीक है चेक करते हैं. तो the red dipole has dipole moment in what direction? Rightward direction, right? what do we define theta as? Theta is the angle between the dipole moment and the position vector, right? So due to the dipole 1, the potential will be given as kp cos 60 by r square.
by r square.
Okay. Now going to the blue dipole. For the blue dipole, the direction of the dipole moment is what?
Sir,
Mm,
minus
mm,
Downwards.
y.
downwards.
Okay, na? Negative to positive charge. That is the rule. And so with respect to this dipole, what is the position vector angle between the position vector and the dipole moment?
150
150.
degree.
150. Okay, so this angle is what you have to identify correctly, right? बाकी कुछ नहीं problem. So this will be V1 plus V2. So V2 will be given as Kp cos 150 by r square. See if you are clear with this. So what will be the net potential?
Yes, sir.
Cos 60 half होता है, cos 150 is how much?
Minus root 3.
Yeah, so जो भी आएगा calculate कर सकते हो. Okay. So please remember this. Also, this electric field is a non-uniform electric field around this dipole. Around the dipole, the electric field is a non-uniform electric field. So suppose if I assume a dipole P, then at a distance r, if I place another dipole, then what will happen? What will be the force on them? Force on the dipole 2 because of the dipole 1. If that is the question. Dipole is placed in the radial direction. I place the dipole 2 in the radial direction. Force on P2 due to P1. Non-uniform electric field में what is the formula for dipole force on a dipole?
Sir, force में.
Uniform electric field अगर होता है तो what is the formula for force?
Q into E.
Dipole पे. अगर यूनिफॉर्म इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है तो डाइपोल पे फोर्स क्या होगा? डाइपोल मतलब माइनस के प्लस के दोनों, है ना?
Sir, net 0.
नेट फोर्स जीरो होता है, राइट? इफ इट इज अ यूनिफॉर्म इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड द नेट फोर्स इज जीरो इररिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ हाउ यू प्लेस द डाइपोल. डाइपोल जैसा भी रख दे तो फोर्स तो नेट जीरो ही होगा, द नेट फोर्स इज जीरो. बट इफ इट इज अ नॉन यूनिफॉर्म इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड, यूनिफॉर्म इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड में द नेट फोर्स इज जीरो. टॉर्क क्या होता है बाय द वे जब डिस्कस कर रहे थे ये वाला?
P crossing.
Torque is given as P cross E. Potential energy is given as minus P dot E.
Minus P dot E.
And the work done to rotate it from theta 1 to theta 2 is what?
Sir, P cos theta.
PE cos theta 1 minus PE cos theta.
Work done by the external force is given as P cos theta 1 minus cos theta. ठीक है, प्लीज रिमेंबर इट. अगर मैं थीटा 1 से थीटा 2 इसको रोटेट करा रहा हूँ, आई एम इंक्रीजिंग द एंगल. जो सेंस में वो रोटेट करना चाह रहा है उसके ऑपोजिट रोटेट करा रहा हूँ. इन दिस इक्वेशन थीटा 1 एंड थीटा 2 यू हैव टू सब्स्टिट्यूट अकॉर्डिंगली, right? We are rotating it in the sense opposite to the electric force ka torque. Okay, this is the work done by the torque of external force. We are rotating it opposite to the direction of torque of electrostatic force. Then this is the formula. Theta 1 is the initial angle, theta 2 is the final angle. Okay, so these were the three equations associated with it. The force was always zero. Now I am asking you कि अगर एक नॉन यूनिफॉर्म इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड हुआ तब फिर डाइपोल अगर मैं रखा यहाँ पे तो क्या फोर्स होगा?
Sir, F equal to minus P dx.
Yes, very good. Please realize in a non-uniform electric field, if I assume that the electric field at this juncture is E, then to the right it will be slightly less than E क्योंकि electric field lines थोड़ा सा दूर चला गया तो E minus D हो गया यहाँ पे. And at the left it will be slightly more than E because the field lines are slightly closer, so E plus D. So I can say that the net force will be given as Q into E plus D minus of Q into E minus D. And so we are left with a net force of what? 2QD. If you're clear with this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, मतलब क्या मैं इस E से X राइट गया, dx राइट गया तो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज डिक्रीज और dx लेफ्ट गया तो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज इंक्रीज्ड. So this is the net force. And so I can write down this next net force as Q into 2 into dx into d by dx. What is this Q into 2 into dx? 2 dx is the distance between the two charges. And so this will serve as what? The dipole moment. The force can be written as P into d by dx. Yeah, in general, P into d by dr. This is the formula for force on what? Force on a dipole in a non-uniform electric field. Force on a dipole in a non-uniform electric field. Go through this. Are we okay in this?
Yes, sir.
So going back to the question. Force on P2 मेरे को निकालना था due to P1. तो यहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का कौन सा कंपोनेंट को डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे?
Sir, radial component.
यस, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड का दो कंपोनेंट्स है, प्लीज रियलाइज. एक कंपोनेंट दूसरा कंपोनेंट के ऊपर कोई इफेक्ट नहीं कर रहा है. दिस इज ई आर, दिस इज ई थीटा. तो अगर मैं डाइपोल को थीटा के डायरेक्शन में रिप्लेस करता तो ई थीटा वाला टर्म को डिफरेंशिएट करते हैं, यहाँ पर ई आर वाले टर्म को डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे. So the force will be given as P into P2 into DER by dr. Now DER is known. तो फिर से डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे तो एक R4 का फैक्टर आ जाएगा. समझ में आ रहा है? चलो.
Sir, ये वाला पार्ट समझ नहीं आया.
P D by dr जो फॉर्मूला वही यूज कर रहे हैं. P D by dr ही तो यूज कर रहे हैं. ठीक है ना. इलेक्ट्रिक
Yes, sir.
फील्ड जो since I have placed the dipole along the radial vector, I'll take which electric field? I'll take the electric field which is also along the radial vector, because the other electric field is perpendicular to that, will not have any effect. So P2 into
Okay,
d
sir.
by dr, कौन सा ही radial electric field. So if I differentiate this expression, what will I get? P2 into 2p cos theta constant है तो उसको बाहर लेके आके 1 by r cube को differentiate करना है. क्या आएगा बताओ? minus 3 by r4. So what can I say? The dipole moment के बीच का force between two dipoles is inversely proportional to r4. Force between two dipoles is inversely proportional to r4. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
अगर एक चार्ज बॉडी होता है प्लस क्यू और फिर एक डाइपोल मोमेंट डाइपोल प्लेस करते तो क्या? Then the force would be what? Charge q के r distance पे I have placed the dipole. Now the force would be what on this dipole?
Sir, फिर P D dx हो जाएगा.
इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड यहाँ पे क्या लिखते हैं? kq by r square. इसको डिफरेंशिएट करते हैं. Electric field would the force would be given as P d by dr again. Force would be given as P d by dr. P into k into q minus 2 by r cube. So what is it that you have to remember? अगर मतलब अगर एक thumb rule sort of thing याद रखना है. दो चार्ज पार्टिकल है अगर तो फोर्स इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू व्हाट? r स्क्वायर. इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू r स्क्वायर. एक चार्ज पार्टिकल और एक डाइपोल है तो द फोर्स इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू व्हाट? r क्यूब. और दो डाइपोल्स है तो द फोर्स इज इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू
R4.
r. If you have to remember it in a gist, this will be the gist. देखो समझ में आया. फोर्स का बात कर रहे हैं, नॉट पोटेंशियल एनर्जी. वी टॉक अबाउट फोर्स. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Can you move forward?
Yes, sir.
यहाँ पर स्टेबल अनस्टेबल इक्विलिब्रियम तुम्हें पता ही है. When is it a stable equilibrium? When P is parallel to E. Okay, the potential energy is minimum. And when is it an unstable equilibrium?
And when
Anti-parallel.
Anti-parallel
is
to each other. Right.
anti-parallel.
P and E are anti-parallel to each other. The potential energy is maximum there, and that is equals to plus P. Vmax is plus P. See if you are clear with these expressions.
yes, sir.
Okay. A few more formulas which you would want to remember. If I have a charged disk, then what is the formula for electric field? Due to a charged disk at a distance x on the axis.
Sir, sigma by 2 epsilon naught into 1 minus x by root over r square plus x
Very
square.
good. Very impressive. Due to a charged disk, axial pump. Okay, the electric field can be written as sigma by 2 epsilon naught, where sigma is the charge per unit area into what?
So 1 minus
1 minus x by
x by
root r square epsilon. Okay, this is the formula for electric field. Very good. Now, if I think of it, we can get this equation also by integrating it, right? Rings को integrate अगर करेंगे तो भी आ जाएगा. R is the radius of the disk. What is the formula for electric field due to a charged shell, hemispherical shell at the center? Charged hemispherical shell. यहाँ पर सिग्मा क्या होगा? पहला बात तो ये बताओ, रेडियस अगर r है तो सिग्मा कैन बी रिटन एज व्हाट?
that's q by 4 pi r square.
कहाँ 4 pi r?
Sorry, 2 pi r square.
2 pi r square. Because if it was a full sphere, तब तो अंदर पे जीरो ही हो जाता है इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड ना.
Yes, sir.
So at the center, the electric field is given as sigma by 4 epsilon naught. Please remember, sigma by 4 epsilon naught. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's move forward. Uh, if you have solved the booklet, can we discuss doubts from your booklet?
Yes, sir.
Uh, from the question bank, if you have solved so far, right? Gauss law के पहले तक हर चीज cover up कर लिए. Gauss law is in electrostatics lecture 3, right? That has been uploaded yesterday, I think. So you can watch it. Gauss law, that is electrostatics lecture 3. I'll also be uploading capacitors lectures, right? And we can discuss them together. If you have questions from electrostatics question bank, please ask. I'll just share the question bank. Please. Yes, please do.
Sir, section F1.
Section A, any doubts?
No, sir.
Section A. Section B.
No, sir.
C, section C, any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, good. D, E, F,
Sir, F1.
F1 में एनर्जी डेंसिटी निकालना है. एनर्जी डेंसिटी नियर द सरफेस ऑफ द स्फीयर you have to find out the energy per unit volume. You have to calculate, right? तो ये वाला चीज कैपेसिटर पे थोड़ा सा और क्लैरिटी रहेगा, राइट? द एनर्जी डेंसिटी इज गिवन एज हाफ एप्सिलॉन नॉट ई स्क्वायर.
Yes, sir.
हाफ एप्सिलॉन नॉट ई स्क्वायर. कैपेसिटर्स में ये वाला फॉर्मूला डिस्कस करेंगे. एनर्जी पर यूनिट वॉल्यूम in the region where you have electric field is given by this form. Okay. A similar equation is also on pressure, electrostatic pressure.
It's electrostatic pressure.
Yes, electrostatic pressure, similar equation. What is it? Sigma square by 2 epsilon.
To epsilon.
इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड को अगर मैं सिग्मा बाय एप्सिलॉन नॉट लिखूंगा तो ये सेम ही एक्सप्रेशन आ जाएगा. देखो समझ में आ रहा है नहीं? दोनों सेम ही एक्सप्रेशन है, बट दे आर टू डिफरेंट कॉन्सेप्ट्स. दिस इज द एनर्जी पर यूनिट वॉल्यूम, दिस इज द इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक प्रेशर. मतलब अगर दो कैपेसिटर प्लेट्स है of charges plus q and minus q, then between the two plates what is the force per unit area that we can find, and we can also find what is the energy stored per unit volume in this region. दोनों सेम फॉर्मूला से आते हैं, राइट?
Yes, sir.
अगर ये p है और ये स्मॉल u है, then the energy of the capacitor can be written as u into the volume, and the force between the plates can be written as p into the area. Two different applications, right? The equations are same. Sigma square by 2 epsilon naught. I hope you understand. E, if you write down E as sigma by epsilon naught, right? These equations are similar. यहाँ पर this is
Yes.
joules per meter cube. The other one is newtons per meter square, force by area. Go through it, please. Next.
Sir, F का 2.
F2. N identical drops charged to a potential energy U coalesce to form a single drop. The potential energy in the single drop निकालना है. हाँ, तो energy in the drop you have to find out, right? So uniformly charged दिया हुआ है ना, drops को uniformly charged माना गया है. So if I assume uniformly charged body, then what is the self energy? Self energy is given as 3q square by 3kq square by r, या
Right.
3q square by 20 by epsilon r, जो भी लिखो, right? This is the expression for self energy. Now n ड्रॉप से एक सिंगल ड्रॉप बन गया, तो चार्ज जो था, अगर हर स्मॉल ड्रॉप में q चार्ज था, तो जो बड़ा ड्रॉप हो उसमें टोटल चार्ज हो गया nq, right? And what will be the radius of the big drop? I can say that हर स्मॉल ड्रॉप का रेडियस अगर स्मॉल r है and there are n drops, so I'll get the total volume of the big drop as 4 by 3 pi capital R cube. So I get capital R as what? I get capital R as
Sir,
n
N 1 by
to the
3.
power 1 by 3 into r.
1 by 3.
तो एक इक्वेशन ये हो गया रेडियस का, और दूसरा इक्वेशन हो गया ये चार्ज का. तो हर स्मॉल ड्रॉप का एनर्जी दिया हुआ है 3kq square by 5 small r. So now the big drop that we get, उसका क्या एनर्जी है वो निकालना है. देखो निकल जाएगा कि नहीं. 3k q के कैपिटल q स्क्वायर लिखेंगे और 5 कैपिटल r लिखेंगे. What will you substitute instead of capital Q? n into small q, and capital R की जगह n into n by n to the power 1 by 3 into small r. ठीक है. तो इस दोनों इक्वेशंस को अगर डिवाइड करेंगे तो u डैश आ जाएगा इन टर्म्स ऑफ u,
ठीक है सर.
राइट? n to the power 5 by 3 ऐसा कुछ रिलेशन आएगा. और नेक्स्ट बताओ. सेक्शन जी. इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड और पोटेंशियल के बीच में क्या क्या रिलेशंस होते हैं? इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड And potential, electric field can be written as what?
Sir, equal to minus
of
dV
dv by dr r cap.
dV
ये
dr.
एक रिलेशन होता है. Any other relation that you can tell?
Sir, VA minus VB equal to minus integral EDL from A to B.
Yes, v final minus v initial is equals to minus of integral E dot dl a to b, initial to final. Very good. ठीक है. और क्या रिलेशन होता है? Potential at point P can be written as integral E dot dr from P to infinity. And any other
Sir,
relation?
delta V equal to E dot L.
dv can be written
Sir,
as
delta V equal
minus
to
of E dot dr.
E dot L.
ठीक है. Delta v equals to yeah, dv equals to minus of E dot dr. We can also write down E as what? Minus dv by dr as mod E cos theta. Okay, मतलब the potential rate at which the potential decreases is equals to the component of electric field in that direction, right? E cos theta मतलब component of electric field in that direction, component of electric field along that direction. Rate at which the potential decreases in a particular direction is component of electric field in that direction. तो maximum decrease potential का कौन से direction में होता है? Along the direction of electric field, right? Minus dv by dr का maximum value is what? Minus dv by dr का maximum value is equal to E only.
E.
Potential drops at the maximum rate when you move in the direction of electric field. And what is the rate? The rate is equal to, it is along the, when you move along the electric field, the potential सबसे ज़्यादा तेजी से डिक्रीज होता है. ओके, इससे रिलेटेड कोई इक्वेशन अगर याद है तो Ex अगर निकालना है तो आई कैन राइट इट एज माइनस ऑफ dv by dx I cap. Okay, Ey निकालना है तो माइनस ऑफ dv by dy j cap. You can also relate it with slope. Minus of slope of a Vx graph will be Vx. Okay, and if the initial and the final points are same, then what can you say? If the initial and the final points are same, integral E dot dl over a closed line will be
0 closed
0.
loop.
E dot dl over a closed loop is 0 always. Please remember. सब important standard results है जो याद रखो. Okay. और बोलो next section G, any doubts?
Sir, G का 6.
G6, just a minute. G6, electric field and electric potential. E is non-zero, V cannot be zero. So E is what? Minus dv by dx अभी किए थे, ठीक है. So now I can compare it with acceleration equals to dv by dt. Acceleration is dv by dt, ये पता है ना. तो उसको अगर इससे कंपेयर करते हैं तो पहला इक्वेशन में E non-zero मतलब V cannot be zero. If the electric field is non-zero, potential cannot be zero. Will this be right or wrong? Electric field non-zero, potential cannot be zero. अगर मैं प्लस क्यू
Potential can be 0.
yes, potential can be zero if I take a plus q minus q charge. तब मिड पॉइंट पे क्या होता है? इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज नॉन जीरो. प्लस क्यू का राइटवर्ड्स होगा, माइनस क्यू का भी राइटवर्ड्स होगा, तो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड इज नॉन जीरो, ठीक है ना. बट व्हाट पोटेंशियल क्या हो जाएगा? के क्यू बाई आर और माइनस के क्यू बाई आर. तो पोटेंशियल कैन बी जीरो, ठीक है ना. इट इज लाइक सेइंग कि अगर वेलोसिटी इज नॉन जीरो, तुम ई को कंपेयर करो एक्सीलरेशन से और पोटेंशियल को कंपेयर करो वेलोसिटी से, ठीक है. तो पहला स्टेटमेंट बोल रहे हैं कि अगर एक्सेलरेशन नॉन जीरो है तो वेलोसिटी कैनॉट बी जीरो. ये तो रॉन्ग स्टेटमेंट ही हुआ ना. कौन से केस में ये रॉन्ग होता है? पार्टिकल को अगर थ्रो करते हैं तो हाईएस्ट पॉइंट पे क्या होता है? एक्सेलरेशन तो माइनस जी है, नॉट जीरो, बट वेलोसिटी क्या है? जीरो. ट्राई टू कंपेयर इट विद ए इक्वल्स टू डीवी dt. ठीक है, सो दिस इज अ रॉन्ग स्टेटमेंट. इफ E is zero, V must be zero. This is also wrong, है ना.
Yes.
इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड अगर जीरो है तो पोटेंशियल जीरो हो, ऐसा कोई जरूरी नहीं है। कौन सा केस में ऐसा प्रूव कर सकते हैं? प्लस क्यू चार्ज का केस में,
Sir, two positive charges.
ठीक है ना। यहाँ पर बीच में इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड तो जीरो है, तो पोटेंशियल इज 2k by r, इट इज नॉन जीरो। दिस इज आल्सो रॉन्ग। इफ v is zero, e must be zero। पोटेंशियल अगर जीरो है तो e जीरो होना चाहिए, ये भी गलत है इस पॉइंट पे, ठीक है। तो मानो दिस। और बोलो नेक्स्ट।
It's
h I के हो, सेक्शन I।
Yes, sir.
एनी डाउट्स इन I?
Sir, I9.
I9 में नेट फ्लक्स निकालना है 8 पॉइंट चार्जेस, द फ्लक्स टू द स्क्वायर ABCD। ये वाले सरफेस से क्या फ्लक्स है वो निकालना है, ठीक है ना। तो ये जो चारों चार्ज है, इन चारों चार्ज के कारण तो जो फ्लक्स होगा वो ऑन द सरफेस ऑफ ABCD होगा, ठीक है ना। प्लीज रिमेंबर दिस, इफ यू प्लेस अ चार्ज एट वन ऑफ द कॉर्नर ऑफ द सरफेस, then the field lines will not pierce it, it will be on the surface या above the surface या below the surface, but it will not pierce। जब तक फील्ड लाइन pierce नहीं करेगा सरफेस को, ठीक है ना, सरफेस के थ्रू जब तक नहीं जाएगा तब तक इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स नहीं मानेंगे। तो यहाँ पे द इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स इज जीरो फॉर दीज चार्जेस, ड्यू टू ABCD चार्ज द फ्लक्स इज जीरो। एंड व्हाट अबाउट द चार्ज, द लोअर चार्जेस, फॉर एनी ऑफ द लोअर चार्जेस द फ्लक्स विल बी q/8 एप्सिलॉन नॉट, सॉरी q/24 एप्सिलॉन नॉट, जो स्टैंडर्ड एक्सप्रेशन होता है।
Yes, sir.
कोई भी कॉर्नर पे अगर चार्ज होता है तो इस सरफेस से इलेक्ट्रिक फ्लक्स जो पास करता है दैट इज q/24 एप्सिलॉन। दिस इज q/24 एप्सिलॉन, दिस इज phi इज जीरो ओवर हियर, यहाँ पर द phi इज q/24 एप्सिलॉन। तो चार ऐसा चार्जेस है तो q/6 हो जाएगा। और एक q/6 का एक्सप्रेशन कहाँ आता है? व्हेन द सरफेस इज, व्हेन द चार्ज इज एट द सेंटर ऑफ अ क्यूब, when the charge is at the center of the cube, then also you get q/6। Charge center of the cube पे, then in this surface the flux is q/6।
Okay, sir.
ओके, ये तीन एक्सप्रेशन जनरली अगर याद रख लो तो जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स आते हैं इस क्यूब और फ्लक्स से रिलेटेड वो सॉल्व हो जाते हैं। these three expressions, q/24, q/6 and 0, these are three tips today, ठीक है।
Sir, I10.
I10 में electric field due to this system will be same as that of a line charge। तो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड क्या होगा? λ/2 का एप्सिलॉन नॉट r। तो इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड
Yes, sir.
इनटू q कर देंगे तो फोर्स आ गया, तो दैट फोर्स इज प्रोवाइडिंग mv²/r। तो अपन को निकालना है स्पीड, तो v निकाल देंगे यहाँ से। q into e is the
Such a
electrostatic
inner
force।
conductor.
हाँ, तो ये गॉस लॉ से रिलेटेड है कि द फ्लक्स इज जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ द इनर चार्ज एनक्लोज्ड इनसाइड, बाहर वाला चार्ज से कोई मतलब नहीं है, ठीक है ना।
Okay, sir.
मतलब बाहर वाला कंडक्टर अगर नहीं भी रहता तो भी सेम ही आंसर होगा, और है तो भी सेम ही आंसर, ठीक है। ये वाला तुम लोग इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक्स
Okay,
लेक्चर
sir.
3 अगर देख लोगे तो थोड़ा सा और समझ में आ जाएगा। इलेक्ट्रिक जो लेक्चर 3 है, इट वाज अपलोडेड yesterday, so you can go through that, right? And then maybe you can try these questions, okay? So watch this lecture, and I'll also upload capacitors का lectures। तो electrostatics lecture 3 is mainly Gauss law, which is related to capacitors। तो ये दोनों topics we'll be discussing in the next class, okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, then we can stop at this, okay? ये कैपेसिटर्स में ये वाला जो पोर्शन है, इलेक्ट्रिक प्रेशर वाला पोर्शन भी काफ़ी अच्छे से डिस्कस हुआ है, तो we can take that as well, right? Electrostatic pressure is very well discussed in the capacitor lectures, right? So once you are through with the capacitor lectures, we can have another session, okay? Yeah, so let's stop at this. We'll meet next week with Gauss law and capacitors.